In the final stretch of the 2025-26 NBA regular season, the Memphis Grizzlies have once again found themselves at the center of a roster construction puzzle. Beset by a relentless wave of injuries that has characterized their campaign, the Grizzlies' front office has officially turned to the hardship exception to maintain a functional rotation. On April 3, the organization confirmed the signing of two intriguing prospects to 10-day contracts, former Brooklyn Nets first-round selection Dariq Whitehead and versatile forward Toby Okani. These moves are not merely depth additions, they represent a calculated gamble on high-upside talent and defensive grit. As the team bids farewell to DeJon Jarreau and Burton, whose eligibility for 10-day packs has been exhausted under current league rules, the arrival of Whitehead and Okani signals a fresh evaluation period for the Grizzlies' coaching staff. The most high-profile name in this transaction is undoubtedly Dariq Whitehead. Just a few years ago, Whitehead was regarded as one of the premier amateur talents in the United States, a five-star recruit out of Montverde Academy and a standout during his lone season at Duke University. His path to NBA superstardom seemed preordained. However, the narrative shifted abruptly due to a grueling series of lower extremity injuries. After being selected in the first round by the Brooklyn Nets, Whitehead's professional career became a saga of rehabilitation. Appearing in only 22 games across 2 seasons, the Nets eventually made the difficult business decision to waive him in October, despite his contract being guaranteed for the 2025-26 season. At just 21 years old, Whitehead's youth remains his greatest asset. Since being cut by Brooklyn, he has been honing his craft in the G League with the Oklahoma City Blue. While his shooting splits this season, .368, .298, .690, suggest a player still searching for his rhythm, his raw averages of 11.6 points and 1.9 assists in limited minutes demonstrate a scoring instinct that Memphis desperately needs. For Whitehead, these 10 days in Memphis are more than a contract. They are a public audition to prove his body can finally handle the rigors of the NBA. In contrast to Whitehead's blue-chip pedigree, Toby Okani represents the grind of the modern professional basketball journey. Standing at 6'8" with a significant wingspan, Okani transitioned from a 5-year collegiate career, concluding at West Virginia, to the Westchester Knicks of the G League. Okani's appeal to the Grizzlies lies in his defensive profile. In an era of positionless basketball, Okani is viewed as a versatile switch defender capable of guarding multiple positions. While his offensive statistics, 6.4 PPG on nearly 40% shooting, are modest, his value is measured in deflections, contested shots, and high motor rebounding. For a Grizzlies team that has built its identity on defensive intensity, Okani is a natural plug-and-play asset for Coach Tuomas Isalo's system. The timing and nature of these contracts are governed by the complexities of the NBA's collective bargaining agreement, CBA. Under standard rules, a team may sign a player to only 2 10-day contracts per season. This is why DeJon Jarreau and Burton, despite their contributions, were ineligible for further short-term deals. By utilizing the hardship exception, granted when a team has 4 or more players who have missed at least 3 consecutive games due to injury, the Grizzlies are able to exceed the standard 15-man roster limit. The financial breakdown of these deals reflect the players' respective experience levels. Dariq Whitehead will earn $131,970 over the 10-day duration. Toby Okani will earn $73,153 for the same period. If these deals are finalized as expected, both players will remain under contract through the end of the regular season, becoming free agents exactly at midnight on April 13th. This creates a high-pressure, low-risk environment where both athletes must prove their worth in a matter of days. The 2025-26 Grizzlies season will likely be remembered for its resilience. The constant shuffling of the roster has forced the coaching staff to be incredibly adaptive. The signing of Whitehead and Okani is a testament to the organization's scouting department, which has been working overtime to identify G League players who can contribute immediately. For the Grizzlies, this period is an extended summer league of sorts. By bringing in a former first-round pick like Whitehead, they're taking a low-cost look at a player who could potentially be a rotation piece in a healthier 2026-27 season. Conversely, Okani provides a look at a developmental defensive project who could earn a spot on the team's summer league roster or a two-way contract in the future. For Whitehead, success in Memphis won't be measured by 30-point games. The on-front office will be looking at his movement. Does he still have that explosive first step that made him a top recruit? Can he defend at the NBA level despite his injury history? If he can show flashes of his former self, he may find a permanent home in the league this offseason. For Okani, the goal is simpler: be the hardest worker on the floor. If he can provide 15 to 20 minutes of high-level defensive energy and hit the occasional open three-pointer, he will have fulfilled his role. In the NBA, 3-and-D wings are the most sought-after role players, and Okani has the physical tools to fit that mold. While these 10-day contracts are born out of necessity due to an injury-ravaged roster, they offer a fascinating glimpse into the Grizzlies' talent evaluation process. Memphis has a storied history of finding diamonds in the rough, players like Vince Williams Jr. and Gigi Jackson, who rose through the ranks to become essential contributors. As Dariq Whitehead steps onto the floor in a Grizzlies jersey, the basketball world will be watching to see if the kid from Duke can finally catch a break. Alongside him, Toby Okani will look to prove that defensive grit is a universal language in the NBA. Whether these players become long-term fixtures or remain temporary stopgaps, their presence underscores the relentless churn and the undying hope of the NBA's final regular season days. The grindhouse may be battered, but with new blood in the building, the fight is far from over.